Okay. Anybody? Can you hear me? Can you see me? If you are in the building, let me know because I have a lot of technical issues here. The microphone, the sounds, the music, everything is wait. Everything yeah, let me put the volume down a little bit. Can you hear me, people? Can you hear me? I need some feedbacks, okay, before we continue because nothing is working for me at the moment. A lot of technical issues, the microphone, everything is dead here, huh? So if you can be kind to tell me, oh yeah, we can hear you, the sound is good, it's not like buzzing sounds, it's not like too loud or too soft or whatever, just say something, all right? Don't just watch me, say something. Participate to the show. And remember that there is a link that I already sent to you guys. There's a link that I sent to you. Oh, Mr. Max, nice to see you, brother. Max D. Okay, so I sent you a link. If you want to join us, you can do it now. Testing this equipment, I don't know how long it's going to take us, but hopefully we can finish the show without any problem. Checking on stuff. What the heck? Checking on stuff. Mr. Max is in the building. Thank you so much for stopping by. So the game, the Arsenal game is gonna start in like 3 minutes from now. You can join us and have your say on all the games that are going to happen today. We have 2 games that will happen the same time, and then later on we have so many other games. J'espère que demain PSG ne finit pas en Europa League. Oui, Europa League is your place. PSG, you are going to Europa League. Mbappé en Europa League. Can you believe it? Kylian Mbappé playing Europa League. I think PSG are gonna beat them. They are gonna beat Dortmund. Dortmund got a lot of injuries. The problem is PSG don't have Dembele. Ousmane Dembele is not gonna be there. So that is a big miss. Big L. Alright, I think people know already about the lineups and all the good stuff. Let's double check. It's very sad what is happening to REECE James. Hey, let me just remind you the starting 11 here for Arsenal. Ramsdale in goal. Cedric, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior, Jorginho, Elneny, Havertz, Trossard, Nelson, and Nketiah. They already qualified, so they are weak. No, not that weak, but you know, they are plan B. Because Ramsdale literally don't play anymore. He's the number 2 choice. So now that a dead rubber kind of game they're gonna give, this is just ridiculous, right? This is not really respecting who Ramsdale is. There we go. The game is about to start. So the first game is about to start. Let me twist certain things on the screen. So there you have it. The game already started, people. 15 seconds in my location. Arsenal against PSV. Let's wait and see what is going to happen. You can still join us. I'm here for the people, by the way. because I want to talk. I want people to give their opinions. So if you are in the building, you can, and I don't even know if people can hear me. To be honest with you, I can't see anything from my side. I depend on people to tell me, but it looks like nobody want to say anything. Just to give me feedback, just to let me know if you can hear, you can see, little stuff like that, you know. So this is the link here, just in case you want to join me. You can do it. But if you don't want, that is your problem. So we talked about the starting 11 for the almighty Gunners. And for PSV Eindhoven, Ricardo Pepi, my brother, USA in the building. Pepi is playing for PSV people. Hopefully he can score against Arsenal today. It's gonna be a very, very good day if he scores a bunch. So this is from PSV Eindhoven. I told you this microphone is giving me some issues. All right, let me put the stadium thing. Okay, hopefully this is better and people can hear and can see. Benitez, Tizi, Ramallo, Obispo, Mora Jr., Van Hanolt, Tilleman, Saibari, Bakayoko, Ricardo Pepi, and Vestersen. That is the starting 11 for PSV. They have to win because, you know, somebody needs to go to Europa League between them, PSV or Lens. So all the games are happening at the same time. They don't want anybody to cheat or anything, so everything is happening at the same time. Why my stream is a little delayed here? Looks like it's like 20-second delay. Depend on the speed, internet speed and stuff. So today Real Madrid, so many games today, late games. Now it's Lens against Sevilla, Arsenal against PSV, or PSV against Arsenal. And later on we have Union Berlin against Real Madrid, Inter against Sociedad, Salzburg against Benfica, Copenhagen against Galatasaray, Napoli against Braga. Interesting games, my friends. Interesting games. So right now I'm gonna focus on the PSV against Arsenal. And if I have time later on today, I might go live for other games. But for now, that's it. 2 minutes. No, it's not even 2 minutes. Almost 5 minutes into the game. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, my brother? And there is if you are in the US, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. And they have options. You can put all the games in one screen. Kind of they're just giving you highlights of big games. Something is happening somewhere. they switch the camera, they put a big screen, you know, all that at the same time. But that is very, very, what the heck? It just distracts people because you don't really know exactly what is happening in reality. So far, so good for Arsenal B team. With Mr. Ramsdale in goal, everything is in safe hands. I think that Ramsdale really deserves to be number one. Arteta did him dirty, you know, and he's gonna regret it. Because David Raya, I don't really trust him that much. I think he been like a Claudio Bravo. Remember the guy from Manchester City when they got rid of Joe Hart? They went for Bravo. Bravo came to Manchester United, or Manchester City, not United, with a reputation of playing the ball from the back, right? The pass master, whatever. And then he was conceding some stupid goals because he refused to touch the ball with his hands. He was thinking that he's a midfielder or a defender or something. He can't touch the ball with his hand. Some of the stupid goals that he conceded, oh my Lord. And they had to go the second year and go look for Edison from Portugal somewhere to replace Mr. Bravo. But oh my goodness. And I think this is what is happening to Raya. Yeah, you can play the ball from the back, but hey, you have to keep the ball away from your goal. He is short. I think he's shorter than Ramsdale. I'm not a big fan of short goalkeepers because they can't reach certain areas of the post. Top bins, top corner, bottom corners is always a problem for them to save. So in a dead rubber game like this, you play Ramsdale, it's just like ridiculous, right? Looks like you're not respecting him. He deserves more respect than that. Anyways, my people, let me go and check on Andrew, my brother from another mother. Harvard the goat in the pool, yeah. Harvard the goat, or Ogs is a clown. I always put you will be surprised how many people will vote for Ogs is a clown. So many people will vote just on that. Tells you everything you want to know about social media. Your captain is out of for 3 months. Oh, so now it's my captain, it's not your captain anymore. So when he does good, he wins us the Champions League and do very good, make assists and score goals, he's our captain, right? And now that he's in pain right now, suffering in the hospital, he's your captain. So you sound more like you are blaming him for getting injured, isn't it? Are you one of those people on social media who always, we win together but you lose alone? I don't care if we lose, it's your fault. If we win, it's it's us. Always win or something positive, and anything negative has nothing to do with you. Are you one of those, Aziz? Yeah, he's still my captain. I mean, I'm not gonna blame him. It's just like a disease. You don't choose to get sick. You don't choose to get injured. But people are getting frustrated toward REECE James as if he just, he just looking for injuries himself and then go to the hospital. What human being is gonna do that? I've seen all kind of evil today on social media. It just makes me sick of see like other people think that they are allowed to say anything behind the computer just because nobody can watch them. Like, how can you really get evil to that level to another human being? It's just beyond. Injuries are injuries. He's struggling and suffering just like any of us. There's no way you can go there and blame him for getting injuries, you know? All right, let me go. Yeah, my captain. If he's still my captain, I will support him in good and bad time. Can Thiago Silva switch to right back after the REECE James injury? I mean, he's been working really hard being center back for years. I don't think he's gonna do good. If your left or right back, they're supposed to be fast and they're supposed to contribute so much to the final third. And you have to be also defensively very, very solid. Offensively, you have to do something, you know? Thiago Silva in this period of his career, he's like 120 years old. He can't run. He doesn't have legs. But he's just very smart. He anticipates pretty much everything. He can jump. The timing of his jumps are just amazing. He's not like a very tall center back, but he knows when to jump and what to do in the box. And the amount of headers that he wins, it's just like, how did you do this? You know, against like Van Dijk, and you win those headers. Look at how tall Van Dijk is. He's like 6'6". But Thiago Silva is gonna jump more than him. So I don't think that right back is the solution. I think Thiago Silva is gonna be even more efficient if you play 3 at the back and he's like a sweeper in the middle just to control everything, and he doesn't have to run too much and, you know, go back and forth. He can just focus on protecting the box. So no. So right back, we have 2 injuries. Malo Gusto still in the hospital. No. I heard that he's back in training. But back in training doesn't mean that you are much fit, okay? Being back in training doesn't mean anything. So I think Malo Gusto is gonna be there. We have Jan Madsen who can play from the right-hand side. Cucurella got destroyed the last time he played from the right-hand side, and everybody wanna kill him. So this is the problem we have in the Chelsea community, right? We win together, you lose alone. When Cucurella is doing good from the right-hand side, oh, Pochettino finally unlocked this guy. We know what his natural position is, right back. And then when he got destroyed one game, oh no, why are you playing him from the wrong position? So people keep on flip-flopping all the time. Just tell the truth. Not every day that you're gonna be 100% in the office. You got destroyed, you got destroyed. It doesn't mean that the next game you're gonna get destroyed. Everybody got destroyed. Van Dijk got destroyed. John Terry got destroyed. N'Golo Kante got destroyed. Everybody. Anybody can destroy anybody on their days. But Chelsea, we are so reactionary. One game, one poor game, and then you put all the project down the drain. You don't want to see this, you don't want to do that. People need to understand simple principles. It's not going to work for you every single time. It doesn't mean that you're a bad player. All right. Enough of me preaching people here. So Andrew, since you are the only guy who is talking, can you hear me? I'm using a different kind of microphone. You know the lapel that you can put on your collar? because the other game, I think against Manchester United, I destroyed my shelf here. I pushed it so hard that all the computers, everything just like fall apart. And I tried to put everything back together, and it's just the sounds is not working anymore. This and that is it. The microphone is gone, so I'm trying like to find those cheap stuff here to hook before I even decide to go and buy certain things. But yeah, I'm just tired, man. This team is so, I don't know. I'm using different kind of little cheap $20 color kind of microphone attached to many other stuff here. So I don't even know if anybody can even hear me or something. Or it's buzzing sound tools. I just don't know. But anyways, we continue 16 minutes in my location and still 0-0 between the two teams here. Let me try something. Twitter. Let me just save this Twitter for now and do something else. I want to put other games also on the screen just in case. Let me try. I don't even know if it's gonna work. Oh, the results. Put all the results on the screen probably this way, so people can see what is happening. Right? Harvard is the GOAT, and Manchester City are in the lead. All right. There we go. All right, so now it's much better because you can see other results on the screen. All right, much better, I think. I hope so. Anyways, let's go. All right, people. Goal kick for Arsenal. And in the other game, let me check. PSV hit the post. Virtesen hit the post. Bam, it was gonna be like 1-0 for Arsenal, but it didn't happen. So Arsenal still in the game. Arsenal are trying just to save some energy for the game this weekend. I don't know what team they're gonna play against this weekend. So Andrew is just left. I just asked you to give me some feedback about my microphone. Nobody is talking. So. Same old Chelsea. Same old Chelsea. So REECE James is gonna be out for a little while. He actually put a post on Instagram right now saying that he's devastated about the issue. He's really heartbroken. Can you imagine? Reece James already missed probably one entire season out. In the last 3 years, he already missed one season in terms of if you count the games, right? So he already missed the entire season. One season out, basically, in the last 3 years since the Champions League final. That is very, very bad. But what I don't want people to do is to blame him for what is happening. Some people are just fragile, okay? You don't really want to be sick. And people need to understand that and stop blaming and pointing fingers. It just happened. And for people who've been saying that he refused to get the surgery or whatever, I don't believe on refusing stuff. It's just the medical staff find what is the right plan for the player and they proceed. If they think, let's try to heal it naturally, let's go and be a little bit conservative treatment. It doesn't mean that Reece James is refusing anything. He just depends on, you know, on the doctors, on the medical staff at Chelsea Football Club. I don't think it has something to do with him refusing. Even me, I kind of jumped to those bandwagon narrative about, oh, James is this and that. But when you look at it closely, you're like, who told you so? How do you know this, you know? How do you know this? Because everybody is an expert right now on social media. So you have to be careful about narrative, because narrative doesn't mean reality. Reality is reality, narrative is narrative. So tonight we have so many games coming your way. Copenhagen against Galatasaray, Inter against Real Sociedad, Manchester United, Bayern Munich. Wow, this one is a big one. United against Bayern Munich. Go big or go home. I think Bayern Munich already qualified, so they might not take it seriously. So United need to take it seriously. They have to win this game. And I think they depend also on other results in order for them to qualify for the next round. But the most important is you do your job, okay? Do what you can do, which is win your game and hope for the best. So United got like a final tonight. It's a final for them. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm struggling with my microphone here. If you see me like disappear a little bit, like I said, I have a lot of technical issues. Eddie Nketiah, number 14. Still remember when Arsenal fans didn't want to see him wearing number 14, because 14 is a big number for us. You know, it's a big shoes to fit. Thierry Henry. You can't replace a legend. You can try to do something good and make your own name, but it's almost impossible to replace somebody like Henry. And when you wear his shirt number 14 and you don't do good, you'll be in big trouble. You know, people want to see you out the door. Because how dare you to wear the legendary number like this and flop? Doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't make any sense. Come on. I want Ricardo Pepi, my brother from the US, to score today for PSV. Score really a golazo. Arsenal, the elephant in the room. The elephant on top of the tree. Excuse me. Remember the joke. Elephant on the tree. Big elephant. Let me put this a little bit bigger. Remember, you can still call us if you have time to do so. If you don't have time, it's not a big deal. Just reminding you that you can call us for free and have your say. 25 minutes 40 seconds in my location. Still 0-0 between Lens and Sevilla, and also PSV Arsenal. Oh, no. They have to win. Just for a feel-good factor. Nothing serious. They already qualified. We all know that. But for the record, you know, for feel-good factor and all the good stuff. And the second part of the Champions League today is gonna start like in 1 hour 47 minutes. So many games. So many games. Ricardo Pepe, no. Okay, so if you want a conversation or something, you have to click on the link and also give us a like. All right, do something to help the stream. You can like or dislike or something. You have to interact one way or another. So far, so good for both teams. Nobody conceded so far. PSV Eindhoven. Is this the team that is coached by Slot? Somebody's name is Slot. One of those managers. No, Slot is at the Feyenoord or something. I don't know. Yeah, he's at Feyenoord. Tottenham wanted him. He said no. Chelsea apparently had him on their short list to become a Chelsea manager. But they decided to go for Mauricio Pochettino. The Poch. And the Poch is struggling. Why not to get the team on track? He changed his language. He changed his expectations. The reality is different than the narrative. We're gonna win. But that is just talk. Talk is cheap. El Neni almost scored a golazo, people, and the goalkeeper kind of deflected the goal. El Neni, how the hell El Neni still play for Arsenal? Like, El Neni is one of those guys that I've forgotten. I don't even remember if he is an Arsenal player. That's how bad it's been. He doesn't really play, basically. All right, people. So Laurenz James, who is Reece James' sister, she's been abused on social media, called all kind of names. You know how social media goes. Because she stepped on somebody on purpose against Arsenal. She did it on purpose. I'm not gonna lie here just because I support Chelsea Football Club. That's stepping on people becoming like her thing. In the World Cup, she did it against the Nigeria girl. And she really did it on purpose. Come on, just stop it. Like, you have cameras everywhere, okay? You are in the modern football where you can't hide anything because one of the cameras is gonna pick everything that you do. She say sorry about it. She said she's gonna learn from it and get better. And then after the World Cup, she done it twice now. Twice when she's frustrated, when she can't really score goals, when there is one player on her the entire game, like she's locked down, she just loses it. She just does some stupid stuff on the pitch. You are like, what are you doing? She's gonna stamp on people, she's gonna be moody, but listen, she's my girl. I'm gonna support her. But just because you support somebody doesn't mean that you have to lie, you know? Not everybody's supposed to lie. Some people just need to tell the truth. But I support her. I think I don't condone any kind of abuse on social media or anything. But let's be honest that she is developing a reputation. A bad reputation of playing dirty on the pitch. She knows it, I know it, you know it. Just because you lie to protect her because she plays for your team doesn't change anything. Because lying is a sin, right? So some Chelsea fans came after me like few weeks ago, actually, when she did that dirty thing after the World Cup, and then I wasn't happy, and I told the truth on social media. I was like, hey, she needs to stop this, because you can tell clearly. If you played any kind of football, you understand how frustration can really trigger you to do certain things that you don't want to even do. She needs to be composed. She needs to control herself. I know she's very young now, still really, really young. She's gonna learn, but if you don't learn in this age, I don't know when she's gonna learn. But when it comes to abuses, nobody supposed to go through abuses. She's been racially, abused on social media. That is no good. Don't do that. So she been really... Pepe! Wow. Pepe almost scored a golazo, but it took a deflection. So Arsenal got a corner. Not Arsenal. PSV got a corner. Bakayoko is taking it. Bakayoko is really a bowler. Not Timo Bakayoko. For Chelsea fans, that name is associated to some bad stuff. some bad memories. Timo Bakayoko. Remember him? I don't understand Chelsea, man. Chelsea are just weird. Like, everybody is going to pick some very, very amazing players here and there. Chelsea go and they always got the worst one. They overpay for some average players that don't do anything. But you will see other teams, like, they're gonna pay like normal value for a player, and those players are gonna perform like very, very good. But Chelsea go there, pay 10 times 10 times the money, the market value, and then on top of that, those players are gonna flop, and people will tell you, oh, we have to wait and trust the process. You can trust the process if you got the players in very good price, and then also you develop some of your young kid that you have from the academy and also from all over the world, and people can understand, oh yeah, you can trust the process because of this young team. But if you pay something like 100 million on a player and you're gonna tell me that he's gonna need time and we have to trust the process and it's somebody else to blame, there is a problem. Because that kind of money, you pay that kind of money for a finished article, for somebody who is ready to play and perform now. Otherwise, just wait for your kids to develop. You don't pay 100 million for somebody that you're gonna still develop in the team. You know, 80 million, 70 million, that's range of prices. Like, people expect you to be exceptional. People expect you to bail them out of the jail when nothing is working for you. You know, like against Manchester United, out of the blue, and bam, 100 million player is gonna create magic from nowhere. The team is crap. The team doesn't work together. But those moments why you pay the money, right? The Messi moment, the Ronaldo moment, you know, from nowhere, and you score a goal in a very, very poor game. You are like, oh my goodness. At least we got 3 points, but we were so poor. And somebody jailed us out of somebody bailed us out of the jail. That's what you expect. But you pay that money and you're gonna explain to me, oh, that expensive players didn't perform good because of Gallagher didn't do anything. Because of such a... No, we have to depend on you. It's not the other way around. It's not everybody else needs to be perfect. You have to have perfect conditions to help us. No. You need to be exceptional and say, wow, what a tough game. And the last minute, look at the header from, you know, Declan Rice. Header, bam. And then you got us 3 points. And against the Manchester United or Manchester City, I forgot, another goal that Declan Rice scored. You know, out of nowhere, the game is so difficult. Bam. Top corner. Top bin. There you go. So, yeah, exceptional players need to bring you exceptional time, you know, moment of magic. But in the Chelsea community, what I see now is like we try to protect everybody just so we can blame Gallagher and the academy and other things. But hey, we didn't buy you to come here and complain and depend on other people. We want you to be your own. We want you to do it. To win us games on your own. You know? Do something magical, like people are like, wow, this is why you pay 120 million for a player. But if you're gonna cry the same level as other kids that we're trying to develop, then what's the point? Why did we even spend money? So we can wait for 3-4 more years to development. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, it is what it is, my people. What you say here, bro? It's not only fan hate on Gallagher, but Todd Bowley also hate academy players. He likes other academy from all over the world. Yeah, I have the impression academy kid, he knows that he's gonna get pure profit money because we didn't buy them. So we have to sell them in order to cover stupid expenses that we made. You know, we made a lot of mistakes by buying average players, overpaying for them. Now you need money from somewhere. You need somebody to pay the bill and to sacrifice our own kid. It's just so frustrating. Lewis Hall This is gonna be confirmed the end of the season, permanent move to Newcastle. Conor Gallagher, they wanna sell him because he's gonna bring money. Trevor Chalobah, the same. So it's just like selling your soul just to balance books. But the amount of money that we spent, if we spent it like wisely, we were going to build a team that nobody want to play against. But you spend crazy amount of money on few players that cost 10 times the real value. And now you are stuck with the financial fair play thing. And then you have to sacrifice your own kids to make up your mistakes. It doesn't make any sense to me. Arsenal 1-0, people. Arsenal just scored a golazo. 1-0. One nil to the Arsenal, people. Hello, can you hear me? 1-0 to the Arsenal. Golazo for Arsenal, people. Game over. 1-0. Eddie Nketiah. He's shushing people. I don't like this kind of celebration. I really hate this shushing people celebration. You score a goal, you know? And then you go there and, hey, I told you so. Listen, every time that people criticize you, not every time, but most of the time, because you're not doing anything. So just because you score a few goals here and there doesn't give you the right to go to the fan and say, stop it. No, that is not good. He's shushing people. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah, world class. Eddie Nketiah is back again. One 1-0 to the Arsenal, people. 1-0 to the Arsenal. And for the other game, Lens against Sevilla still 0-0. I want Lens to win so they can go to Europa League. Ricardo Pepi, man. What are you doing? That Bakayoko guy is good. Have you checked on this guy Bakayoko? He's good. And I see why, like, what team wanted him? So many teams wanted him. I think he's very, very tricky player. Dribbles, amazing pace. I heard that so many people are comparing him with Jeremy Doku. Remember Jeremy Doku from Manchester United, Manchester City? Why I always say United instead of City? I don't know why. So Jeremy Doku is very trickery. Few minutes to go, couple of minutes to go until the end of the first half. I think it's gonna be 3 minutes added time in the first half. Eddie Nketiah. Eddie. Let's go. Few more minutes to go in the first half. And then we're gonna double check what is happening. Headlines. Okay. Let's go. So it's half time for the other game, people. Lens against Sevilla. Still 0-0 in that game. And the Arsenal game still 1-0 to the Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah with a goal. Le Français.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's halftime for this game too, people. So both games, it's halftime. Let me switch to the other modes. Yeah, still. Yes, Mr. Français, what do you have to say?
Man, it's been a long time. I've been looking for you around the United States, around YouTube and everything. I think you have like 2-3 channels, and sometimes it becomes difficult to find your videos, or I don't know, maybe you don't go on live anymore for a long time. I don't know which is going on.
Yeah, I've been there are some issues, and yeah, a lot of stuff, work, family and stuff, Chelsea losing. The other day I destroyed my entire studio actually. The game. Yeah, I've been serious against Manchester United.
Yep.
When Jackson was missing those chances, I don't know what I did, but completely there's a big shelf here that I push it somehow. I didn't control myself, and then everything just went banana. And putting everything together, just like giving me a lot of errors. This error, this, and then my microphone not working. It's just shambolic, man. So that's what Chelsea can do to you. So I'm like, why am I killing myself?
I was going to tell you that. Why are you going to let this young kids do something like that to you, man? It's not.
Yeah, it's like something that you can't control sometimes. Huh?
I think for Christmas I should order you a punching pillow or something.
A punching pillow.
Because this is too much. I can't even sit down and watch the Chelsea game currently anymore. You know, back then when I hear Chelsea's playing against Manchester United, I will go to the store and come back. It's 3-0. Chelsea is winning. I will go to school without worrying about I have to sit there and watch the game because I know Chelsea will win. But today, when Chelsea pick up 3 losses, I have to come and sit down and watch the game with my own eyes to see what is going on. We've lost so many games, I can't even sit there no more to watch the game because I'm like, you know what? At this point, if you sit there and watch the game, it will make you feel like you wasted 1 hour of your life watching a crap game. But if you decide to do something else and you come back and, Google what is the Chelsea scores and it's like 3-1, it relieves me. I'd rather rewatch the game that we won than to watch a game that we lost. Because this Chelsea currently team, it's pathetic right now. Very, very pathetic.
Yeah, Aziz.
Yeah.
What you have to say?
Said, this Chelsea team is pathetic. They're rotten. They stink from the goalkeeper to the striker. Because if I say something that I wanted to say that on Sunday, your channel would have been blocked. That's why I just had to shut my mouth up. I swear. You saw my chat message that I put on your text.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
That's how fuming I was. I just had to compose a good message so that they don't block you. That team is useless.
Yeah.
That team don't have a spine. That team, when they lose, do they go back home to look at their children and say, yeah, I did it for you?
It doesn't look like it. Well, I did it for you. I have a
No. That is what I'm going to tell. To be honest, I swear to Almighty God, I wish all Chelsea fans. This. I'm not even talking about. I don't even care how the players feel no more. I don't care how they feel no more. The fans should go to each of their house.
No, don't say that. You're gonna get me blocked.
No.
We don't condone that. You're gonna block me. You're gonna,
Okay.
Nobody. They know my address. They have my credit card.
I'm sorry.
Relax,
but I'm not saying they should go and fight. They should go there and protest. They should go there and protest. I'm not saying they should go and fight. They should go there. That's why I'm fuming. People put their add money going to the field to go watch them. Is that how you repay loyal fans?
Yeah, that's the way it is. That's the reality at the moment. My problem now is
to me right now, if I'd rather have Nkuku fit than Jackson fit or any of our striker fits. That's how I feel now.
Okay, so remember when Pochettino first press conference when he took over at Chelsea, and I was making videos and live streams, and I told you not to expect too much, and you guys called me negative. This is Chelsea. We have to expect more. We have to go for the league this season. I was telling you, brothers, listen. This is not like FIFA. This is not like virtual game where you play in your grandmother's basement or something. This is reality. The reality is this team is new. We have 25 new players, a bunch of kids from all over the world. They don't know each other. You can talk. You can say whatever you want. You can call me negative if I say we're not going to win anything. But the reality is going to kick off at some point. I told you here, people got on me, social media, you are negative, you are a defeated mentality. This is, I'm a Chelsea fan. I have to expect more. I told you the reality is different from narrative. Even the manager himself, he put himself in this situation. From day one, we're going to win. We're going to win. We are Chelsea. We've been on top of the world for the last 15 years. It's Chelsea. Win, win, win. I don't know if he can't. He's just like me. English is not our language. First language. And he struggled to connect the dots and make sense. Like, you kind of get one word here, another word there, and connect to try to understand, interpret what he's trying to say. I've been in the situation and I understand very well what he's struggling just to to pass his message across. Now, it was win. Ask him all kind of questions about injuries and young team, and he's like, no, we have to go for it from day one. There's no excuses. We are Chelsea. Now, the same guy is changing. He's like, oh, now we have a lot of young players. We have a lot of injuries. He's repeating what I was saying since day one. So reality is different than being deluded and give statement what people want to hear from you. So now we are facing the reality, and it's gonna be a long ride, bro. Long ride.
I think he used those words to elevate their players, to set some type of standards.
I got you. I got you what you're trying to say. Yeah,
and I think a majority of us will say yes. We saw what he was trying to do, because no coach should have a preseason and say something already even before the day from that day one game. Before the first game, imagine a coach saying, "We have young players and it's going to be a difficult season." You've already set yourself up to fail. You are probably being fired after 3 months. So that's why I think he used those sentences.
Yeah, so I got your point now. Like he tried to send a message as standard to say, let's go for it. Just kind of encouraging them, like, no, we're not going to take it no for an answer. But he just realized that the players that he got don't have the capacity to do that. They don't have the mental, the mental strength.
And I think
also skills to do it. Yeah.
I think we remember also, even before the transfer was going to close, on the last 2-3 weeks, he was saying that he needed experienced players. Before the season even started, he was saying something like that already in his conference, that he needs some type of experienced players added into this young, squad. But who's our owner? Our owner is just doing business to make profit. That's what it's looking like right now. But for me, when it comes to the owner side of the story, I think he's trying to kill two birds with one stone, which is make money off these youth players, at the same time win the Premier League. Wow. That is a dream. I mean, if this happened, Chelsea will be the number one successful club in the world in 2023 and 2024, if that will have happened. But unfortunately, like Mr. Oaks just said, this is a reality, not a movie. Nobody's going to spread their field open to let these youngsters score goals.
Exactly.
Nobody.
The mental strength of my brother. When we conceded that goal, I was like, it's over. Game was over, because you don't understand where that mental strength is going to come from and who's going to score for us, even if we get a chance. Yes, sir.
Mr. Host, let me tell you something. Let's give the manager. Right now, I'm going to tear everybody, even with the manager and the owner. I wanted Pochettino because I saw he was the one that could do it with the kids. We all know what he could do with kids. But Pochettino, he is so, what's it called? You see, this thing is not working right. Why are you still doing it? You're playing players at the wrong position. Why are you still doing it? If you see it's not working, for Christ's sake, you have 3 fucking left backs and you're playing a center back as a left back. For Christ's sake.
That didn't make sense. You have like a Madsen who can play.
Let me go back. If one thing is not working, why can't you play a 4-3-1-2? Have 2 strikers up forward. Have one holding midfield. Have Palmer to be the one linking the play up, and have your what's it called? Your wing backs pushing forward. They're gonna, if that is going to help a striker who is lacking in confidence. At least he has another striker to support him. Why can't you go to a 4-4-2?
Yeah, he need to try.
I'm just against Everton.
I
no. Yes. Against Everton. You know what he could have done, Mr. Host?
Yes,
against Everton, he could have gone 4-2-4.
Go on. Tell us.
He could have gone a 4-2-4. A 4-2-4 whereby you have 2 attackers up front, you have 2 wingers doing the square play. You have 2 holding midfielders.
Yes.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
And your defense is in tight. These are things that a primary school coach should learn. Okay, how do I beat a low block team? Okay, I'm going to play 2 attackers up front. Because one, we don't have a good scorer.
Yes.
And second, you want to beat a low block team. Okay, play 2 attackers up front. Why do you think Pep Guardiola succeeds so much when he's playing a low block team? Because he's playing either Kevin De Bruyne or what's this guy's name? Alvarez playing as a shadow striker behind Haaland.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
How does Klopp beat a low block team? He plays a shadow striker. Gakpo comes in the middle of what's his name? Nunes.
Yeah, Darwin Nunes.
Salah start pulling the crosses. You create a 2v1 because now the defender, because they are playing a low block team, they don't know who to mark.
Before even I forget that, and I'll come to you, Mohamed Jamal. What also is that even if we create those chances 2 in front and we miss all of them, and then we struggle again, like Chelsea,
and Mr. Aziz,
Mr. Holt.
I would say this whole time he has been doing that, but with the type of players that he has,
he has not been playing.
Cole Palmer's been playing behind the striker. If you haven't noticed it, not every games, but he sort of like done this instructions where he gives Cole Palmer the free roam in between him and Gallagher. You know, when it comes to high press, Cole Palmer will move out the way to probably try to cut lanes for Gallagher to do all the pressing job. But, you know, in this type of transaction, when we get the ball back, things move too fast. Things move too quick. How many times have you seen Gallagher take a shot? Maybe 2, out of like 6 games. Yeah. Or something. But when Cole Palmer has been there in the right place at the right time, you can see the danger. You can smell like he's about to take a shot or he's about to score goals. And that's the reason why Cole Palmer has been involved in a lot of like goals threat.
Yeah, he need also to learn how to shoot on target, because penalty is good, but he always like shoot off target or to the sky. But I know what you mean. He tried a lot. I'm gonna come back to you, Mr. Jamal. Are you there? Jamal, unmute yourself. Jamal, brother. You are me. Yes, let's go. Long time. We can't hear you. I don't know if...
Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
All right, sir, let's go. What do you have to say? What's going on with this team, man?
I don't know. This team has been very woeful this season. Like, honestly, like, I know people are saying, oh, we can't break down low blocks. The thing is, like, when we play against these low blocks teams, like, if you look at our XG, like, you'll be shocked, like, 3 and, like, 2, and you're like, okay, then how did we not score? That's our problem. We can't finish. If we get those chances, we can't finish them. So, if we need, like, an OSIMHEN, like, before we got Nicholas Jackson, even though I was the guy that said that given Nicholas Jackson time, honestly, that preseason he fooled us. Like, I thought he was the main man. I thought it was Baby Drogba, but clearly that wasn't the case.
Yeah, man. And you just mentioned something very important here for the striker, because Pochettino just realized now he was backing Jackson, he was backing Roger. I think at this point he just say, you know what, forget about it. Forget about waiting for this project. Let me just go for, already made, ready to kill kind of strikers, and he abandoned what he previously wanted to do. So, Mr. Aziz, do you think that signing few players in January can help Chelsea go back on track?
Okay. Signing few players in January, to me, to bench all those useless players we have. I swear to God, from Nicholas Jackson, that guy is useless as a player. I'm not talking as a human being, but as a Chelsea, as an institute, is a failure. is a failure. I'd rather have Tappy Tammy in India than Nicholas Jackson. Did you see the chance he had against Manchester United?
Yeah, that is becoming a Jackson thing, right? Like
Like,
missing
what the
is
fuck?
it's like some of the chances are like even harder to miss.
My grandma will score that goal.
Like,
my grandma,
and
my grandma will score that ball that Stalin gave to him.
Yeah, and also the header. Did you see the close range header? He can't head the ball. Just like he don't know even how to nod. I don't know if that guy, like, how can you be a striker without even simple heading the ball to the net?
So can we say Kai Havertz was better at that position?
Do you know, honestly, sometimes
I'm happy to hear that you guys gave me hard time here when I tried to defend Kai Havertz, when I tried to defend my brother Tammy Abraham. Everybody, oh no, those Cobham guys, they are not good enough. But now, are you gonna tell me that Tammy is like the best number 9 that we had in the last 5 years at Chelsea Football Club since Diego Costa?
Let me tell you what Pochettino needs to do. Let me tell you what Pochettino needs to do from now on. Scrap Jackson playing as a player for us, because that guy is useless. His older plays useless. Time to release the ball, he doesn't know when to release the ball. Time to dribble, he doesn't know when to dribble. That guy is useless. He should get out from Chelsea. Because let me say something real quick. No. Yes. Because I need to pour my emotions right now, because I need to just pour it out.
Go on, and then Mohammed is gonna talk.
Yes. Yeah. After you, sorry, Mr. Mohammed. Sorry.
No, fine.
Yeah, go. I don't know. Is he a striker or a winger? Maybe we should change his position.
Yeah, probably. If he plays as a second striker, I think he's gonna score a lot of goals. I'm not gonna call him useless, but I think he got something in him. I don't know what it is, but I still believe that this guy is gonna be good.
I do too. After Mohammed, I will talk.
Yeah, Mohammed, tell us. You wanted to say something, Mohammed?
Yeah, like I was about to say the exact thing. Like, if we get OSIMHEN or like an actual striker, like a big man, you know, a striker, and then we play Nicholas Jackson behind him, like if Nkunku's injured, we play him behind him. Like, we can't say Nicholas Jackson can't do anything. Like, you can see he's good on the ball. Like, his passing is pretty decent, and if all the center backs are focused on OSIMHEN, like if Nicholas Jackson does those shadow runs, which Kai Havertz was really good at, like then he would score a lot of goals.
I agree with you, Mr. Lefonse.
Yes. I want to say, like, right, this problem here at Chelsea is not just because of just Nicolas Jackson. Because I will say this, right, in the game there is instructions, in the game there's also personalities. Like 2023, this soccer game has changed dramatically. I would say 2012, wingers will find strikers, and strikers will aim the goals. They will score, right? And if you want to build yourself a good striker, give him more balls and he will score. We've seen Manchester City do this with Haaland. We've seen Manchester do this with even Aguero, doing this false number 9 and things like that. When Drogba was in Chelsea...
sorry, brother. PSV just scored, so 1-1 between PSV and Arsenal.
Yeah. But when Drogba was in Chelsea, they used to find him the ball for him to score, and he also used to work hard for it. But my point here is, like, when you look at this Chelsea lineup each and every time, right, there is a lack of, I would say, instructions, but sometimes also a lack of maturity. Because when you in Jackson's shoes, you are a striker. If you guys have played the game before, when you're a striker and your winger gets the ball, you don't know what this guy is about to do unless he has a good chemistry with you.
Yeah.
Because you are not scoring goal unless you know, like, okay, this guy is going to feed you. That's what we saw on preseason. The chemistry of Modric and Jackson. It was off the roof. But all of a sudden, Modric was getting benched several times, and he was getting played in that position. I don't remember who. It was Hansa Fernandes as a left wing. No, it was Ben Chilwell as a left wing.
Yeah, Ben Chilwell. Yeah,
killed the chemistry. He killed so much chemistry. And after Chilwell's injury, he put Modric in the last 10 minutes. We've also, I would say, he's also responsible for the decline of Jackson. Because when Raheem Sterling also gets the ball, We know all what he's gonna do. Run through all these defenders like he's Ghost of Sparta and try to score a goal.
Yeah.
Instead of finding our striker. So sometimes if you put yourself in Jackson's shoes, the day that you want the ball will not come.
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're a striker with a weak mentality, that has already killed you, because in your head you're like, they're not gonna pass the ball. And then when the ball comes randomly, it's 50-50 now, because you are not prepared. And then there's a chance that you might miss the goal. Even though professional strikers, they will block that ball, make a bad pass, like a good pass, and score. But this guy, he is not that guy yet. We are demanding too much. Because if Lewandowski was out there, how many goals would we score?
A lot of goals. A lot of goals, because those are the players.
How many goals did he get?
Mr. Francis.
Yes.
Mr. Francis.
Yes.
I tend to disagree with you in a way. You know what?
Why?
Jackson,
That's why.
If you look at the way we play, Jackson, okay, you say Ryan Stein wants to dribble every player. Modric wants to dribble every player. You as a striker, you are meant to have a movement, so that your wingers can find you. If you go watch all Jackson's game, when the guys are moving in the box 18, Jackson is nowhere to be found, because Jackson is a striker. You are meant to look for
the problem is he dropped to participate to the goal, to the build up.
No, even
but
if you are playing on
probably that's what the manager is asking him to do.
We've seen poachers. Poacher, their job is, okay, I drop into the midfield, help the midfield, and I still look for a way to create chance for myself. That's the job of a poacher. If you are going to agree that Jackson is dropping deep, that's a poacher.
But Mr. Aziz, I said that part has to be instructions.
He has to be no. Excuse me, sir.
The person to blame is instruction, which comes from the coach, and also maturity from the players.
There's little what the coach will teach you. You as a striker, okay. I'll give you another example. Thierry Henry, one of the greatest to ever do it. One of the greatest to ever do it. When he came to Arsenal, he was flopping. Henry said one thing. When Arsene Wenger asked him, like, why are you doing this? Arsene Wenger said, okay, you look at Robert Perez, you see the way he moves, you know the way he passes. That means you know where to be. You see Dennis Beckham, you see the way he moves. You see the way you give him the ball, you know where to be. Meaning, these players expect you to be in a certain place.
Right.
But those are that's what I agree with the Francais, because instructions also count.
Instructions.
If the manager tells you to do something and you don't do it, you're gonna be in trouble. Let me give you an example, and I'll come back to it. When Pulisic was at Chelsea Football Club, he published some kind of books that I was reading on Amazon, when he said the goal that he scored against Real Madrid, the year that we won the Champions League, is like Thomas Tuchel was like, don't do that, don't make this run, don't do this, don't do that, and he kind of did it on his own, and then he scored that goal and created another opportunity for Mason Mount. And the next game, the next month, he was banned. Not even 1 minute, because he didn't do what the manager asked him to do, even when he did it on his own, and he scored for the team, but he got punished because it's my way or no way. You don't follow my instructions. So sometimes when we judge them, we don't know what the manager game plan is. That's why they are doing what they are doing. Mohamed, you've been very quiet at the moment. We have OSIMHEN, Ivan Toney, Victor, I can't pronounce his name, the striker from Sporting Lisbon. Victor Gyökeres or something like that. And we have Copenhagen young boy Rooney and Antonio Nusa are the 4 strikers that Chelsea are checking on in January transfer window. What is realistic here? Do you think we can get OSIMHEN, or who can we get in January here?
If I'm being realistic, Victor OSIMHEN is out. like for January 8th. Yeah, he can't. We're not getting him at January 8th because most likely they'll get play in the knockout stages, Napoli, and he is definitely gonna want to stay. And mostly big players don't really leave in January.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney, I don't think he's gonna leave, in my opinion. Maybe he'll try to pick up fitness because, like, well, let's be realistic. Like, he hasn't played in 6 months, and he played with like the under like 21. So like, do you expect him like, oh yeah, right away he's gonna start banging in goals? Like, that's another thing that won't work. For me, I would go, and now we took out those options. I would go for the
sporting director one. Yeah, his name is Victor too, but the last name I don't know how to pronounce it. So another Victor from Sporting Lisbon. Rooney is from Copenhagen, and that's why I'm gonna watch the game today to see how good he's gonna be. Is the Copenhagen game tonight? Yes, Copenhagen against Galatasaray. And Antonio Nusa, actually Chelsea wanted him. They missed out on him the last minutes in the transfer window, but he's still a young kid. Why are we buying all the young kids around the world and we still have tons of them that we don't give a chance? Washington just disappears out of the blue, just gone. The kid was playing in Brazil every single week. By now, he was going to be in another level if he was playing week in and week out. Now he doesn't play. So what's the point? Why are we going for every wonder kid? And I just don't get it. I don't get it. Aziz, so yes. You wanted to say something, Francis?
Yeah, I wanted to add, before we go and buy more strikers, right? These instructions given by coaches. When I've watched our games day in and day night, these players are not trying to find strikers unless they find themselves in a complicated situation and then they release the ball. Jackson was scoring goals during the summer for a reason.
Yeah.
He had Angelo on the wing. He had Maxim. Every time that Maxim played, you could see what Maxim was trying to do. Find Jackson.
And there was like one touch football. It was so quickly. And now we are we just wait to release and wait. So like, slow in the build-up. Exactly. I'm like, what are you doing? It's just like one touch and you put somebody one-on-one with the goalkeeper. But they just wait and try to what the hell is going on here?
And also next to O's, right? Next to O's, during the summer, there was somebody who was struggling. Sterling. Why? Because Sterling's play was not one touch during the summer. His was he wants to get the ball and dribble and run and then create the chances. But when Jackson was in the field and he had Maxim as a wing, Maxim would play one-touch football with him and Nkunku, including even Modric. They were doing some crazy chemistry, and then the ball going in net. Things was moving quick. Angelo was doing the same thing. He was building chemistry. He was inverted winger, cutting in the midfield, and then we was creating something. We was looking dangerous. But these players who performed great during the summer, who helped Jackson score goals, who helped Jackson train on media that this guy was coming for the Premier League, none of them have been used in that position again when we was having tough moments. The only player that have been put there several times was Sterling. And during the summer league, we all saw that Sterling was not serving Jackson. There was not like a strong chemistry, even though he knows that he's supposed to. But my point here is that like all what we did during the summertime that had Jackson score goals, all went to the recycle bin.
Yeah,
we're not doing any of that. So before we bring in a striker, who is going to be the winger to feed the striker? Because I could tell you already, Sterling is not going to do that.
Yeah,
Sterling passes are random.
Yeah.
But Modric too, you can see what he's trying to do. Like against Everton, you can see his frustrations. He started cutting and taking shots. But you already knew like that's so immature because all you want to do is score.
Yeah.
There was a right time, the right place to pass the ball, and that could have been 1-1. Bro took a shot and they did not even go on target. So there it is, man. We have so much lack of maturity in this team, and we don't even have a strong instruction, first of all, into this team. Because every time that Cole Palmer plays as a number 10 role, he doesn't stay as a number 10. You will see him drift as a winger, and then Gallagher moves to 10. And then you will see Enzo Fernandez moving as a 10, and then Gallagher in the midfield. And we are doing too much, only one game.
Yeah, we are all over the place.
All
And
over the place.
I don't understand the
instructions.
tactics. I don't understand the positions. I don't understand what we're trying to do.
They're moving too much. Like they keep switching.
Yeah.
And on top of that, how many wingers have we used in our past 3 games? The same guys: Sterling, Modric, Cole Palmer. That's it. That's it. How are you supposed to build a type of strong chemistry around that when you have Nani Madueke in the bench, who is a natural winger, but you decide to move Cole Palmer out of number 10 role as a winger?
And they play him. That's another problem, because I still remember even when Mount was there and Lampard was playing him as a winger, and Thomas Tuchel, people were like, oh no, he's not a winger, play this. I don't understand why like managers are so stubborn.
Are doing that at Chelsea.
Yeah, it's all the time. They try to invent football. Like, keep it simple, okay? You're a winger, play in your natural position first. If we are in crisis of some sort, it's okay. We understand that you can switch people around, but just don't try to force it. And I don't even know what is happening with Noni Madueke. I don't know the problems between him and the manager since Spurs. I don't think Madueke is a bad player. I think if you give him week in, week out, he's going to build confidence. And he's a guy who can beat people for fun. Like, he can dribble people like nobody's business. Look at what he does with England. And then at Chelsea Football Club.
At Chelsea Football Club, he's nowhere to be found.
5 minutes, 10 minutes here and there. How do you expect him to develop? You know, I just don't get it.
And what I realized is people who fight for the badge, who wants to improve, and then we know that, okay, they're not at that level, but you can see them fighting hard. Those are the ones who are going to get sold.
Yeah.
I know for sure that Madsen, you can see the hunger in him and the fire in him after coming from Burnley. That he wants to solve one of the issues that we have at Chelsea Football Club, which is strikers not scoring goals.
But can I say something real quick?
Yes, go on, bro.
I agree, like what you guys said. Like, Nani Madueke deserves minutes. Like, honestly, like a right wing, like we don't have anyone that can bring with. Like Cole Palmer, in my opinion, is more of a number 10.
Yeah.
And if we play Nani Madueke and give him week in, week out games, I feel like he will be like Modric and like gain confidence and taking people on. We need 2 wingers. Like, we need consistency, so we need 2 wingers to be able to take people on instead. One person inverting and cutting inside, and then another one trying to take on people. Like, we sometimes play like with 2 camps, and like, who's there in the right side? No one. Literally, no one's in the right side. That really pisses me off. And second thing, think about the strikers, right? What has been happening for so long is like. The only time we got to see is like Diego Costa and like Eden Hazard. Like, you expect a striker to score, right? But he needs chances. You give him one chance and you're like, bro, how did he not score that? Yep, get him out. Yeah, every chance he gets, he's supposed to score. Every single one. Like, even the best of us, like Holland, like you'll see him like miss like some where like he should have scored.
Even he hasn't scored a goal for a long time.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that to give an excuse to Nicholas Jackson. No,
I know.
I'm not saying that. But like, what I'm saying is, I feel like we, like that Liverpool game, right? When we decided to put Chilwell at left back for some reason, left winger for some reason, I feel like that just killed the momentum with Mudryk and Nicholas Jackson. Like you said, like I feel like if we gave them more games together, like. They really would have built something. Like, I think would have, like Nicholas Jackson in the summer, he was scoring goals, but I think like since he wasn't getting as much chances as he used to, and we're not playing the quick football we're playing in preseason, like he just gets a chance.
Exactly.
Like, wait, I got a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's 2 different game style. Right now, what we are watching, the summer style that we was playing is different from the one in this Premier League. It's not the same thing. I can see a big difference from it. And also, Why is there no, like, you could tell there's no competition with Sterling. That guy is comfortable. He is not sprinting to defend. The guy is walking.
He's very lazy, man.
He's
gonna have like one good game and then 3 games he's gonna be so lazy. What's going on, right?
It's like as if he decides when he's supposed to show up. I thought before this Premier League was going to start that Nkunku and Kopama was going to be our number 10. That's a strong one. If Nkunku is injured, Kopama is in. If Kopama is lacking, bring in Nkunku. That's how I saw it. Yeah. I also thought that if Sterling was lacking, bring in Nani Madueke.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I also thought if Modric was not playing well, it's still a rotation between him, Sterling, and Nani Madueke. But none of that has happened.
Nothing.
Sterling plays in, day out. And then we move players out of position to play wing, like Chilwell and Cole Palmer to go and play as a winger. Like, why?
Good point.
And put Gallagher number 10.
Good question.
I want to add to that.
Yeah,
like very quickly. Like I honestly thought, like, I thought Nkunku and Cole Palmer would be our number 10s, and Sterling, bro, like one day you'll be like, whoa, this I haven't been this Sterling we need to see every week. Like he would dribble past a lot of players, you know. That Man City game, I was like, yeah, this is how he built his confidence, and you know, I thought this season he would be like a big player for us because, like, before preseason, because I was like, maybe he, you know, wakes up and tries to build that consistency, because like you're not in Man City anymore, you're not getting chances, like 5 chances, like you might get 2, 3 if you're lucky. So but then like Sterling, no, he doesn't really get disciplined. Like he you see like other players like Mudryk, even Madueke, like the little game time he gets, or Ian Masson, who some of the players in the week, you see them fighting because they know, like, if they slouch a little bit, they're gonna get you know, dropped.
Yeah.
So
because
Sterling,
right.
But Sterling, like, I think maybe because of the he's getting 300K a week, and they're like, oh yeah, we have to play him because
200, 300, 300 plus, bro. Yeah.
So like he doesn't care. They know, like, if Sterling assists in bet, you won't care because, like, you know, he's getting 300K a week, so like he wouldn't give a shit. But Mudryk and like Ian Masson, they're not really they don't have that much money, but I could tell like they actually want to play. But Sterling, I can't tell.
And also, you know what? It's because of lack of competition. Competition begins in the practice field. When you know you are not the only option, you will work hard to be in that starting 11. But when you are Raheem Sterling and you competing with Modric or Nani, you feel comfortable because they are the youth. They need to catch up. Sterling has won so many trophies. So these guys' chemistry, or should I say his spirit energy, you guys probably don't see it yet, but I've been seeing it. The guy is not fighting for Chelsea. He is not. He is playing because he knows it's the options that we have. If today we had Pedro and Hazard as wingers, prime Pedro and Hazard as wingers in this Chelsea squad, Raheem Sterling will not jog back to defend like the way he's been doing. Raheem Sterling will not do all this stupid stuff like the way he's doing. Because he knows that there's competition. He knows that a player is better than him. But when he sees himself better than Nani and Modric, that's the reason why he's doing what he's doing, because he knows that the Chelsea fans will say he's the best we got. So that's
very, very sad, man. If you look at what John Obi Mikel said, he said that in training you like you see people like fighting, tackle flying, like competition from the training ground, and on the match day, it's very easy because you already faced somebody like Didier Drogba, right? Nicolas Anelka, like they're gonna get you tired. John Terry is like, I will have my elbow, I will have like black eyes in training, I'll be cut off here and there by Didier Drogba. So on the match day, it's become easier for him to defend and to fight the way he was doing. But when you see Chelsea account putting those stupid videos, people laughing and playing basketball in training ground, you are like, what are you doing? You know, I want to see you suffer. I want you really to train like military training in, you know, at Cobham, instead of some tricks here and there that somebody did, and there we got so excited. You know, I hate those videos that Chelsea are putting for us. Like, I don't know about you, but I hate it.
I am with you.
Yeah,
I am with you. Before the game, if the game is tomorrow, you will see some motivation videos of how hard working they are doing just to lose to Everton.
Like,
come on now. Delete that account. Delete the video. Everything, man.
Like, if we would lose like 5-0 to Man City, you'll still somehow find a way, like, to see the Chelsea players laughing and, you know, playing.
Or post a video. They'll post a video of Enzo Fernandez and his hard work. No, post nobody, bro.
And I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, if you send me a video, like, send me them. Like, I don't know why. I thought Pochettino would give us that discipline when, you know, the Gegen test. Like that test. Yeah, I thought if it would have been a good idea. Like, if they lost a game, they would have to do that. Like, I don't know, that would have been a good idea. But like, it feels like if we lose, for some reason, the Chelsea players don't care anymore. Like they know how to lose now. They know how it feels.
I would say it's because of these youth players, and I will tell you this: if we had Pedro, Hazard, William, senior players, right, half of this squad will be benched, right? And when they are benched and they're watching the senior players play and they're showing these youth players how it's done, they mature from that. They know that when they get in their second half, they have to keep up with what the seniors did, because if they don't, they'll get sold. They know that. But right now, there's no seniors. The seniors are the juniors right now representing.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to speak after they lost the game against Everton in the locker room?
No, I don't see any like vocal leader that will just go there and get on people. And that is going even good to what report just came out like a few minutes ago from I think Jacob Stenberg is reporting that Chelsea players are not happy that Pochettino been disrespecting Thiago Silva for not giving him the captain armband after the Rory Jennings. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like so many issues behind closed doors that we don't know. Talking about it, is the captain armband a problem for Thiago Silva? I don't know what is happening here, but it just kind of makes sense. Like, it's kind of, we can connect the dot with what we've been talking about, the leaders and who's gonna say what to who, and we don't have captain material.
Nope. Gallagher is captain. That is too soon. Reece James is captain. Too soon. Look at him now, injured, embarrassed. We put too much pressure on that guy for no reason.
Yeah,
he's out again for 3 months. All these calls were wrong, and then the guy that was the captain, Thiago Silva, who's 30-something years old. I don't remember the last time he got injured. I don't remember the last time he did 3 months or arm string. None of that. I don't remember.
Yeah, he's taking care of himself, and also he's not going with Brazil national team anymore to fly all over the world.
Right.
So it's kind of that moment been beneficial for him to recover and, you know, train.
So I would say to improve this squad, add depth. Add depth into the squad with mature, grown men. No more youth, because every time that we lose, a 16-year-old got signed. Like, bro, what is going on? What is going on?
Mr. Franklin.
Yeah,
exactly. The way Chelsea can get back to winning ways, the way Chelsea can get back to winning ways from January, give Pochettino his player he wants to sign. When he was telling you, I wanted Lautaro Martinez. Mr. Hose was one of the people that said no.
I'm not a fan of his, to be honest with you.
But right now,
yes,
right now,
I think Lautaro Martinez misses more chances than he scores. Just because you watch highlights.
Okay. Lautaro Martinez misses more chances that he scores. But at least defenders still fear him. Lautaro can hold the ball. He can bring other players in. He can do some tricky stuff to bring other players to score. What has your boy Jackson done? Zero. Secondly, if I'm a defender and I see someone, a Jackson or a Lautaro Martinez, who do I fear? I'm not. Oh, let me even reverse the question to you all. If you guys are a defender, you see Jackson or Lautaro Martinez, who do you fear?
Lautaro got a reputation.
Okay.
It depends. I might fear Jackson. I might fear Jackson too because he's unpredictable. I don't know him. No, I'm saying if I didn't know him, if he didn't play up to now that we've seen him, if he just arrived in the team, I wouldn't be able to predict who he was.
There is this thing in soccer when a player is getting bad results and he's missing a lot of chances, you are giving the opposition motivation to pressure you more. So
you know what's so bad against the game against Everton? Their defenders were not scared of our attackers. The defenders were not scared of our attackers. So right now, if I am Pochettino, I'm going to bring Nkunku back to that squad right now because he has been training for Christ's sake. He has been working out with the team in the pitch. Why can't you let him play? I say until we go on relegation, that's when you introduce Nkunku.
It won't change. It won't change a thing. I'm not surprised if bringing Nkunku will not change anything.
One thing Nkunku can do is I'm trying to fix Chelsea for you. We are going to play.
The problem here.
No. We're going to use Jackson, like you said. We're going to use Jackson.
You're bringing Nkunku to a team that is already demoralized. You think he alone can fix it with all the pressure that is on him and all the expectations? He's going to crumble. He is going to crumble.
Okay, you know why he's going to crumble? You know why it's going to crumble? Because
it's the expectation.
The coach allowed this shit to happen because the coach was playing wrong players at the wrong position. The time that you're meant to introduce Nkunku, you didn't introduce him. This boy has been fit for God so long. You could have let him go and be training. He has already trained with the under-20s team. That was how Chelsea used to do back then. When if a player is coming back from injury, you let him play a few games with the under-20 and you introduce him back to the squad. None of that was happening. Okay, let's fix Chelsea's playing. Let's fix Chelsea. We are playing a 4-2-3-1. Let's fix Chelsea. Go back to your back line. Bring in. I now know why Thiago Silva has to be in this squad. He's the most experienced defender there. Bring in Thiago Silva and Badiashile. Play Cucurella. Right now, Cucurella is our best player so far. Right now, you all know that?
No, I don't know that. I think he's been all over the place.
He did a 360 against Manchester United versus what's his name? 360. Jonacho.
But wait. He was 360 against Jonacho. Excuse me. You know, it was the only one actually marking, winning all those 50-50s, doing tactical fouls. He was the only one against Manchester marking Garnacho. I expected him to go back to the left back. That was what I expected Pochettino to do, so that our right and left back would be attacking. No, Pochettino didn't do that. Okay,
I'll talk after you.
Sorry. No, bring in. Okay, let's go back to the defense. What's right now because Rory James can't play. The other play what's his name? Malo Gusto to play the right side because it's in Malo Gusto and Sterling. They have a kind of understanding. I don't know why Pochettino broke that understanding. You saw these players that they have kind of understanding.
No, Malo Gusto been injured and also suspended for a few games. So remember the red card. It's not only Pochettino's fault. Because he's been injured and he's been also suspended red card. Remember?
When did he get red card, sir? That has been a long time. Against Aston Villa. That was the last time he got a red card.
But after that, he got injured.
Suspension, I think.
Yeah. That was against Aston Villa. They gave him 3 yellow cards. He has been fit since. Against Man City, he played and he went to France. He got injured. But he was fit to play against Everton and Manchester United. I don't know why our coach didn't use him.
Listen. We
are fixing Chelsea. We're all going to fix Chelsea together. We are all the surgeons. Malo Gusto play as the right back because Reece James is injured. Your two center back, you should go back to what you were doing in preseason. What is Cowell and what's his name? Thiago Silva. They had good understanding. They were playing ball from the back from preseason. They were lumping the ball up for our players to run through. We don't see that no more. We go back to that same tactics. In our midfield, Enzo needs rest. Gallagher should play as a deep line playmaker with Caicedo. In our wing, either you play Sterling and Madueke, or you play Modric and Sterling. Sterling will play from the right, Modric will play from the left. There, or you play Palmer. Play Palmer on the right, play Sterling on the left. Your boy, what's his name?
For me, I would
your boy Nkuku is going to play behind Jackson. Or no, I'm giving Jackson benefit of the doubt till he proved me wrong. He's the only striker we have. So Nkuku can play behind Jackson, and Nkuku can be. We're gonna have two number 10s that can be doing two things for Jackson: creating chances. Nkuku can do that, and Nkuku can create his own chance himself. And Kopama creating chance for Nkuku and Jackson. They're going to play as a supporting striker from both each other. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So it's going to be a 4-1-1.
All right, so I wanted to report something here. Arsenal scored some goal, but it was chopped off by the VAR. So it's still 1-1 and 1-1 between Lens and Sevilla. And in 30 minutes from now, it's the second part of the games on Tuesday. I'm not going to be there because I have to take my people out. And so we're still here for a few more minutes. If you want to come and talk to us, we're still here.
Yes, go on. Who's talking now? Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to say, the only way to fix this Chelsea, if our previous owner, Abramovich, was here, OSIMHEN would have been at Chelsea. All these top players will have been at Chelsea. Because this direction that where our new owners is taking us, there are more youth to come, guys. More youth. And if you want to fix this Chelsea Football Club, the youth are not going to do this. The youth is going to keep us where we are today, 10th or 11th or 12th. So if you fix this football club, bring in experienced players, top players. This is what Chelsea was before, and this is where Chelsea should keep being and keep going that direction, because that direction didn't fail us. The players got old and they retired and moved. We're supposed to replace them with experienced players, just like the way we found them in the first place. How did we go from Drogba to Nicholas Jackson? How did we go from Ashley Cole to Cucurella? How did we go from John Terry to Desassi? If you want to fix this football club, bring in the experienced players that our previous owner used to do. Because look at Manchester City, look at Liverpool, look at even Newcastle. These guys are not bringing in youth into the squad to go and win games. They bring them probably during the second half to give them a little bit of experience. So why can't we learn from them? Bring in experienced players, top players. That's what Chelsea was known for. Whenever there was a top player for sale, Chelsea was always in the list. But now it has reversed. A top player is for sale, Chelsea is looking for the youth. Where's the youth guys? Where are they? So if you want to fix this club, I will tell you, as far as we have these youth players, we are not making top 4 and we are not winning anything. Because I respect my elders, and every Saturday I play with grown men. And I tell you, when you play with a grown man, he teaches you experience. He tells you, like, sometimes you got to do this, you got to do that. Yeah. And you need to understand that grown men have more strength and they have more experience.
They've been there, you know. They've been there. This moment. And that's what you need sometimes.
Exactly.
you are losing a game in some.
Yeah, we use the only thing that we might have is more energy to run more faster. But when you put youth versus men who's been there, you realize that men do less run, but yet these guys will put themselves at the right place at the right time before you could even go there. They don't run all over the place like we do. So these Chelsea squad, if you want to fix this, bring in men who's been there, who understands the game, who will not rush to score goals when we have 30 minutes more left and you have Modric cut it in, shooting, cut it in, shooting, cut it in, shooting. But in the days of Hazard, Pedro, and all these people, you will see an entire Chelsea army in that box, and there goes the cross, and then there goes Drogba or John Terry, big head to put the ball in the net. That's experience, man. Bring in experienced players because that's what Chelsea need. We have good youth players, true, but bring in experienced players.
But also, if even with the youth, the amount of chances that we create, sometimes if we had one young player that can score goals, even 10% of what we create, I think it was going to be different. So we have so many problems in many aspects of this game. Like I can't really pinpoint like it's about old players or about experience or about the manager or about one thing, because we are all over the place. If you look at how we are building up and how slow we are in the final third, and how Enzo Fernandez, listen, people, and I'm not getting on Enzo Fernandez or Moises Caicedo or anything here. I'm just being honest.
Bro, you can get on them. It's okay. That's where we are now.
When you spend 120 million on a player, don't tell me that you are there just to get developed again. I expect you to give me that moment. I want you to create that moment of magic when everything is dead. We're not playing good. And you come up with something. You break the line. Like you see things that other people don't see. You score a header at the last minute. You score a golazo from nowhere and win me 3 points. That's what I'm expecting from the most expensive players that we bought. And when people will tell you, oh, because of the team is bad, because of they are playing out of position, because of the manager, I'm like, this is how you pay big bucks for moment like this. Look at like Declan Rice. How many points he won for Arsenal the last minute against the Manchester City, I think. Bam, top corner. And then he won the game for them, 3 points in the pocket. Against Luton Town, it was 0-0 from nowhere. Bam, header. The last minute in added time, get them 3 points. The last minute tackles, like you say, oh, this is a goal, and he pop us from nowhere, bam, tackle, and then you win the game. Those are the moments that I'm expecting from you, Modric, you, Caicedo, or whatever. But I am sick and tired of always giving excuses and try to blame Gallagher. Where was Gallagher? Well, we didn't pay anything for Gallagher. He's on free. And we paid 120 million on you. I'm expecting you to do something, some magic.
I will prove to you the reason why is the youth is this problem in this team. Gallagher in Crystal Palace was playing with men, and he played well. Men will direct you, like adults will tell you where to be at the right place at the right time. Same thing as Declan Rice. Same thing as even Modric in his previous team. He was playing with grown men who helped him build that kind of numbers that he has behind his back. But at Chelsea, when you have an entire team full of youth, look at
you are
Enzo
just
Fernandez.
playing in your level. Yeah.
Right. Look at Enzo Fernandez in Argentina when he banged in that goal in the World Cup. He did not play with a youth team. He's surrounded by men who will show support. And that's what you need. That's how you develop young players. Look at Phil Foden. He's in that Manchester City squad. He dribbles here and there, but he's playing a mixture of men who educate him too during the game. Release the ball, pass the ball, and this and that. So if you put Foden right now in this Chelsea squad, we will have the same results.
That's true.
You will have the same results. So you need to bring in at least 3 to 4 grown men into this squad who will control the game during a match, who will like, sometimes talk like, hey, this is how we have to do this, and this is how we do that. Because I bet you that's how Arsenal find themselves where they are. Because even Arsenal squad, Saka and Martinelli, these guys are youth, right? They're young.
Mm-hmm.
But it took them like 3 to 4 seasons before they started being where they are. But behind them,
and they learn from
right,
Lacazette,
Ozil,
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, they learn from
you
them.
can keep saying the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You can keep going, bro. They had adults in that team before they had to be where they are.
Yeah.
But look at now Chelsea, a full squad of youth. Who they learning from?
Nobody.
Even when John Terry came, you had people there. You had Marcel Desailly, you had Frank Leboeuf. These are people who had won the World Cup. They were top. So look how John Terry turned out to be.
That is a very good point.
Frank Lampard came in when Zola was still there. Zola was still there when Frank Lampard came in. Look what Frank Lampard became.
Yeah, you need a logic.
Didier Drogba came in. Didier Drogba came in when Hasselbank, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who was our top scorer, was there. Look what Drogba became.
Yeah, that is a very good point. It was too rushed. It was too brutal. Like the changes.
Exactly.
You don't make those kind of changes one time. Everybody out.
Everybody out.
No.
Even the canteen lady was out. A person cleaning the grass on the pitch.
Everybody, the tea lady, everybody.
Everybody.
That's so brutal. That's so brutal because you can say whatever you want about those old players. They don't have speed anymore. They are average players. Those are the same people who won us the Champions League. They've done it. Exactly. They've been there. Keep some of them, okay, and start building and getting rid of them. Every season you get rid of 2, 3. Get rid of slowly and surely. The transition is going to be smooth while you are winning and building your team. But, bring just everybody knows when you score a goal in training session, you are the next Neymar. You haven't proven anything. You are the next Ronaldo. What's going on?
Let me even bust your bubble. You say you are the next Neymar. When Neymar was in Barcelona, there was
with Suarez.
Apart from Suarez, there was Pedro. At least Pedro was an experienced player before he came to Chelsea.
Yeah. So Iniesta was still there.
Xavi
also. Okay, let me explain something what Xavi stole to Neymar. Remember one time Neymar was showboating against Villarreal. You know what? Xavi had to put him in his place. In Barcelona, we don't do that. We play as a team. All this showboating, let it be. And that season, that's when they created the SMN. I mean, was that Neymar, Suarez?
MSN.
That was the season the following season they created that 3 unstoppable attack.
But now Jackson is putting his hand on people's neck and throat and try to strangle people on the
pitch. I wish. Okay, look at himself
up there.
Nobody is coming to him and say, "Yo, you have to stop this. You got 5 yellow cards in 5 games."
Mr. Oz, let me even explain something. Look
he didn't get his motivation. That's why.
Yes, Lance.
Mr. Oz.
Yes.
Look at Obi Mikel. Remember when he first came to Chelsea, he was collecting records, fighting everybody. You know what Jose Mourinho did? Mourinho took him out of the team. I don't care how much I bought you. He took him back to the feeders team for 3 months. We didn't see Mikel.
But the problem is we can't afford that.
Until Mourinho and the other big boys
went forever because we don't even have a bench. We have 12 players in the hospital.
This is what I'm saying.
This is different time. Yeah.
Mr. O's, why is it that he's working for Pep Guardiola? He's working for Klopp. This people is working for Arteta.
But
why is it not working? Because
the problem is they already have a code of players, so they can afford to sanction certain players. Now we don't have anybody.
If you are the captain of the ship, which is Pochettino. Pochettino is meant to. Okay, remember when we lost ridiculously to Newcastle? Pochettino was like, "I promise you, all these players are going to run 24/7 in the field." Tell me what Pochettino gave to them the following day.
2 days,
guys
can 2 days off.
Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Yeah. There's no There's no consequences for losing. Back then, okay.
Even Pochettino himself is not disciplined.
Okay. Let's go back. John Terry said when Benitez came over, he was benched. When they lost to Man City, back then Chelsea and Man City were still big, and Manchester United, nobody knew Liverpool. Those were the three heads back then. We were still fighting for the league. That was the season we won Europa League. And John Terry said Benitez was like, don't worry, it's normal to lose to Man City. Do you know what John Terry said in front of Benitez? That is not normal. This is Chelsea. We are used to winning. It might be normal at Liverpool, but it's not normal at Chelsea.
Chelsea, right?
Look at the same flipping excuses I heard under Harry Potter. Is normal to lose 5-0 to Man City. That is the same fucking excuse I'm hearing from this coach against Manchester United. You should have punished these boys. You should have made them 24/7 be on the field.
Yep, he's becoming Graham Potter. He's becoming even worse than Graham Potter.
No worse than Graham Potter. You understand? Yeah. You are meant to punish these boys. They are young. Okay, you said you want the youth so that you can enforce your destiny on them. These are youth. You can punish them. And like the Bible used to say, the Bible and the Quran used to say, if a child is misbehaving, you use your right hand to slap him.
Don't say that, bro. They know my address. Don't say that.
Okay. You use your right hand to tap him.
They know my address, right?
Okay. You use your right hand to tap him and your left hand to pamper him. So I expect Pochettino to do the same thing. Show them tough love. I'm used to winning.
I think he tried tough love.
No, Mr. Holt, Mr. Holt, it doesn't matter. Show them who is the captain. Show them tough love.
Also, the reason why it might be very difficult for me.
I think Poch is a yes man too. These leaders have brought a yes man. I think he had the intention to not give those guys days off. But someone surely told him, you know what? Let the kids.
Okay. Let me even.
He's a yes man.
Okay,
he's a yes man.
Poch is a yes man because Poch is not he's not a vocal coach. You want to know why the German coach, what's his name? The one that didn't pick up Chelsea job. He was formerly the favorite to take the Chelsea job.
Austin Flick?
No, Ragnick.
Yeah.
He said one thing. He said, "I'm not going to be a yes man. I want."
But he flopped at the United.
Style of players.
I'm happy we didn't have him because we got the Tuchel and we won the Champions League.
No. I'm talking about this season when these new people came, when we were looking for a coach before Poch came.
Oh, Nagelsmann. It's Nagelsmann.
Oh,
Nagelsmann.
Yeah.
He said, reason why they didn't pick Nagelsmann, actually, they said because Nagelsmann and their vision was not aligned to each other. Because Nagelsmann said, I'll pick on experienced players I want.
He was demanding too much.
Yeah, that's what they said. The coach in PSG, he was the second favorite to pick.
Luis Enrique.
He was the second favorite to pick the job. Reason why he didn't pick the job because they said their vision doesn't align to each other because he wants some experienced players and he wants to be in charge of day-to-day activity.
Yeah.
So, if you don't give your coach the ability to control the team, ability to say, this is the player I want you to sign, the player I want you to not sign. If you are bringing youth, there's limits of what these youth boys can do.
Yeah.
Even during that Lampard season that we had youth players that were brought into the team, we still had experienced players. We still had William, we had Pedro, we had Giroud. We had all the players that helped Lampard
and then we made it top four.
Secure top place. Remember, there was a time where Tam Abraham wasn't scoring from that December. Who came in? Giroud. Giroud scored 13 goals.
Yeah, Giroud. It was a really
Pedro came in.
Man.
Yeah.
William came in. Even Marcos Alonso, before he fell out with Lampard, he was playing the left back, chipping in all those headers. Aspilicueta, even though we had Reece James, Aspilicueta was still playing ahead.
He was playing.
And so, even if you want to change everybody completely, you don't do that in one season. At least you could have still left 3 or 4 core players in Chelsea.
That's true. Look at Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta came for how much? 7 million.
Yeah, from Marseille.
And John Terry was there. Look at what he came. Look at what he turned out to be. He won everything.
Yeah.
Right. So
captain. So I think these people, they are just learning in the job, and they if they don't make an improvement like in January to start also. Yes, I understand the project, youth project. We don't want to stick with what the manager wants, because if we sack him and then we're gonna be stuck with other players that we have to say. I understand, but every manager deserves at least some key players to implement what he's trying to do. You know, just give him few players. Yeah, what do you want to say, Mr. Lefonse? Anybody?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear.
I wanted to say that I definitely agree. And the reason why also I think Pochettino right now is not in a place to put it, let's say that intensity, discipline workouts. Because look at the injuries we already have. What if the intensity workout was so intense that these young players are just falling injured? What if it was also one of those problems? So now he's looking at this like, I have to go soft, you know, because that's all what he has. That's all what he has. So if he has to start being like Jose Mourinho, like, you know, tough and intensive workouts, he's gonna be left with nobody during the game, because everybody doing arm string as if like they got chicken legs.
Isn't that surprising that 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds are getting that kind of injury at that age? Like, I don't know
what's going on here, man. Are we cursed or something? We have problems.
Nah, Reece James, he's 200 pounds though. He's heavy. That guy, we used to call him a tank, but now the tank is overloaded. He needs to lose a load.
He's a very explosive player. So when explosive players, they have hard time with hamstrings.
Oh my God.
Yeah, to be very explosive, you need to lose a little bit of weight. Like Cucurella, this guy been moving like he on coffee every day.
But also there are people who are just like chubby. Naturally, they are chubby, just like Rooney.
Oh, come on, Mr. O's. Who in the Premier League? Who in the Premier League is big like Reece James, playing as a defender?
Well, like I said, look at his father, look at his sister, look at the family. Pretty much what I'm trying to say here. He got abs. Believe me, like it's just like Big Show, and he got abs, but nobody's gonna see it because how big he is. And even Lukaku, sometimes when people call him fat, but if you look at his abs and everything, like he's fit in his own body, his own, you know, like he's fit, but just because it doesn't look like other Instagram players that, you know, six packs, it doesn't mean that he's fat. It's just like his body weight is just the way he is. So I don't think.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. True. But the thing here is that, like, you know, Mr. O's, like, you know, the players that we have, these guys, I don't think all of them are explosive. I don't think so. I think
they are not good enough. They're
not. Like, it's not comparison, because look at the size. He's tall and gigantic. Bro look like I almost say a bad word, but you know, he looked like a dangerous player. But jogging back, he's full speed like a jog. You know, and we have also Levi Colwill. This guy is not explosive. He doesn't have sprint in his legs. We have Wesley Fofana. Sometimes always be talking about his legs. It doesn't look too straight sometimes.
Yeah.
I can keep going. The players that we have, none of them look explosive. And you guys, if you guys have played the game before, you could tell a player is fast just by the way he looks like.
Yeah.
Look at N'Golo Kante. He doesn't have to be on the field. If I see this guy, day one, and we about to play soccer, I'll look at him and be like, he's fast. And look at the players that we have. I see some speed in Caicedo, but I haven't seen it yet. Enzo Fernandez, no speed. Cole Palmer, no speed.
Yeah.
Who else? Jackson. His speed look like it's speed without direction.
Yeah, and when you have to spend the entire night with with some girls
looking for motivation.
That's why he got speed.
Astrid, when you have motivation from Astrid Wait, it's always a problem to me.
Right. The only player that we have with speed is Modric, and I would say Nani.
But Modric's speed is all over the place, though. Like,
how can you be running with no brains?
Yeah,
yes,
he overran or underran. Like, he's gonna run even more than the ball.
You know what's so funny? You guys are saying that Jackson, he was sleeping with this person. Chelsea was fond of John Terry taking all the players' wife on dates and sleeping with them. Balak was sleeping with his team. Balak was sleeping with his teammates' wife in Germany. Atletico was sleeping on his wife. We were still winning.
The thing was that
we don't condone that on this channel, people. That is not me. You know where Aziz lives. Okay, go get on him. I can give you his address.
Even with the misconduct behind the pitch. Even with the misconduct behind the pitch, those guys were delivering on the pitch. So because they were delivering on the pitch,
we didn't care that
people
much.
You don't care what they did behind the pitch as long as they were delivering on the pitch. But Jackson, he's not delivering on the pitch, and now he's not even delivering behind outside the pitch.
Hey, look, one more thing. I've gone through this as a Chelsea fan over and over. I better not hear in 2006 a player linked an interview. This is PTSD. I've seen this. Lukaku, Timo Werner. I can keep going. And before you know it, I better not hear a video is linked with Jackson, with that woman or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny again? You know what's so funny? Jackson makes Timo Werner look so good. I'd rather have a Timo Werner right now than Jackson. That's how bad. That's how I am feeling right now. But now, I will beg, if there's a way we could have cancelled Lukaku's loan due. No. If there's a way we can cancel Lukaku's loan due, I will cancel it just to pay the extra money to bring it up.
I still rate Lukaku, but for on the off the field issues, I don't have any problem. I just, if he does his job, but I don't think Chelsea fans are gonna just take it easily. So forget about Lukaku at the moment. But somebody like Lukaku, can you imagine how many chances that we are creating? That brother was going to score at least 10 goals by now, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
Is it just me? Is that what we said when he played with us last season? Brother was missing some goals. It came to a point where when Chelsea played, Lukaku will have 3 men on him. Every direction that we go, this Premier League, it's starting to feel like these guys hate us. They hate us. Because when we play, only against Chelsea that you will see a team like Southampton or Luton or whatever it is. These guys will turn to Barcelona out of nowhere. I don't understand. It's like it's in their veins, it's in their blood, or is that destiny to now lose to Chelsea for some reason? Because I don't understand anymore.
Yeah.
You know, Chelsea used to beat them.
I'm scared. I can't believe I
Chelsea
had
beat
no
those teams
confidence
for a long time.
We have a long way to go, my brothers, because back in the day we used to win just before even the game starts. Okay, in the 2-0, you already knew that.
You already know. And Mr. O's, do you be listening to the commentators these days when they talk about Chelsea during a match?
Yeah.
Chelsea don't deserve to win more than United. I'm like, yo, bro, turn this TV off. I'm gone. This is too much, bro. It is too much. I'm out. Every game they got something negative to say.
Yeah, it's hard to watch.
Is he going to score? Since when the commentators say things like that, is he going to score? What? Oh my goodness, bro. The hate they have for this club is too much. It's too much, man.
And you know, Chelsea's problems too. The British government did their job to make sure that Chelsea is where they are now, because that destabilization, it started from there. They did it. They made sure that team, all the transition is going to bring it to Chelsea. Exactly where it is now. So it all started from when they decided that nope, this guy must go, and
and I'll prove
American
politics, man. Politics.
Everton had 10-point deduction, and then Chelsea and Manchester City are still under investigation. I know Chelsea probably going to be guilty, but when are they going to deduct the points? Because I am not watching this show that's looking like Kingdom Dashi these days. The Premier League is looking like that. Probably in the last 2 months, when Chelsea's already around the 17th or the 16th, we're going to deduct points.
Yeah, I saw some statistics that made me laugh this morning. People say that if you take away the promoted teams, right, 3 of them, if you take them off the equation, Chelsea are bottom of the table. Like we are the bottom, like we are relegated. If you take away, we are relegated.
I have a feeling that they're doing the math. I have the feeling that they're waiting for the right place at the right time to hit us with it. Because they've done it to us every time.
We don't even have the mentality to go back and create that siege mentality the way we used to do under Mourinho. Look at what Everton are doing. They use it positively and they are beating people for fun at the moment. Exactly. We don't have people who can take us to that level of let's go, the world against us, let's go for a fight. I don't think we have that kind of personality in the team to take us to the next level. But people, we have 3 minutes to conclude the show. I have to take people out, otherwise I'm gonna sleep outside. It's cold. So I'm gonna go around. If anybody wanna say something, we have a breaking news. You have something that you forgot to say. Probably I will be back here again tomorrow for other games in the Champions League. So let's go. Who wanna start? Anything for us tonight?
Like Lefranc spoke about. I think at some point Chelsea are going to be they're going to be deducted points, or they're going to have a transfer ban. Something is going to come up that will target this team either this season, or that will prevent them from spending. And I see why I'm reading that they're trying to sell Gallagher, because they are sensing something. So they're trying to
and then especially we already in the bad we already on the bad streak. The moment when Chelsea will hit only 6 win streaks, 6 Chelsea have won 6 games in a row. There it is. Use it, or maybe 10. Use it, bring them back, or something like that.
Yeah. Because so they're going to come for us at some point.
So Gallagher, them Tottenham Hotspurs want to go away, but I'm telling you right now, you sell Gallagher, that is the biggest mistake in the last few years.
I agree too.
I even read where that Malo goes to too. They want to sell them, and Disasi, and this I don't.
But you buy, you sell. That's even showing you that you're not making the correct decisions in the office. Why do we have even all this director of football?
Sometimes I think Chelsea is going through a cyber attack with all these accounts posting all this and that, bro.
And guys, what I'm afraid is that people will stop signing for us, because why do you want to sign for a team that is going down the drain? You don't want to go down the ship. So it's like we were talking here. This is the time to start targeting those experienced players, bring even through them, because if we go through this stage, we might end this season around 15, and then who's going to want to sign for that team? Who's going to want to sign for that team that is down there and they're seeing the direction where it's headed?
Yeah.
So if the team wants to make those changes, they should start this January and bring those players in. And
probably not big names that everybody want to see, but there are some solid players out there that you never even heard of, and they are so solid, getting the business done. There are so many of them out there, and
Liverpool went and brought this guy, that Endo, in the place of
Cafe, and he's getting the job
done.
He's
30. And he's getting the job done. The other day he won the game for them.
Yeah, and you see even the job from Klopp, right? Because he likes to criticize Chelsea, and he's like, oh my God, it kind of we dodged the bullet. Oh my goodness, it turned out to be amazing. Like he tried to pay Chelsea back.
I don't like.
Yeah, he get a big mouth, but kind of you start checking on. Oh man, he kind of right, because we spend all this money, and now we are giving excuses for the same guys, and people who paid less money than us, their players are delivering. Kind of makes sense, but he got a big mouth. He likes to talk a lot against Chelsea, so It is what it is, man.
And like you mentioned something too very important that I just want to quickly point out that Oaks mentioned. When you spend that much money on players, you spend $1 billion. It's no longer a project. You don't spend $1 billion on a project. If you say it's a project, then maybe each season you spend like 100 million or 80 million. Then we know that okay, that's a project. You're buying just a little bit. You're spending that much. You don't consider it a project anymore. You're spending that much to win.
Yeah.
So they should modify that project a bit and put in something. I'm not saying that okay, just scrap the whole project, but you
have to mix up the project. Not only let's wait 20 years from now for our 16 years old from Brazil to develop. No, we don't want to wait. We are a big team. We are Chelsea. Project is good, but also winning is gonna encourage people to trust the project. If you don't win, nobody is gonna believe in the process anymore. Even the players themselves are not going to believe in the project, because when you win, when you lose, you lose. You don't trust the manager's tactics anymore. You don't trust because nothing is working. So
even Pep Guardiola, who is the best in the game, he said, "You don't win anything with kids. You don't." And that's the best manager.
You have to mix kid with men so they can grow and they can develop those kids.
All right. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? Everybody always talking about United's the Beckham, they all came to the squad. They had men in that squad as well too. They just brought in few young players from the academy to help the squad. That we are all going to say, you don't win stuff with kids. There's a little where the kids can take you, but you need men, serious men who have played the game to the highest level to educate these players. That's all I want to say.
But also, I don't want to really totally put the kids down, because I work with the kids. I work with all kind of area in life, and especially kids. So I find it very hard to put them all down. But I understand that we have to mix up, because if you don't give a kid,
it's not putting them down. It's like
you don't give a kid a chance. It's just like you finish college one day. You guys will finish college like me and go to work, and then everybody is like, oh, what experience you have? You're like, bloody hell, how am I going to have experience if you don't give me a chance? You need to start somewhere. So I agree. We need men grown up, ready to kill, but also some kid here and there. David Washington, or some of them are good. They just need those men around them to help them.
And another example is my first day driving a car. I did not get in that car by myself, and my dad was sitting there. They teach you how to drive. They teach you how to feel confidence.
Exactly.
Because the man will lead you to victory. And then this is the reason why, like today, when we play against teams like Everton and all these clubs, we make them look good because they have experienced players. They're not the best in the Premier League, but why are they winning against us? Because they've been there. They've been there. And then look at United. They're in sixth? They're position 6 in the Premier League right now. Yes, they're not even at the best place yet, but at least they're not at the bottom 10 like we are right now. So that is just to say that that the whole person and the whole blame and the whole virus is our owner. Our owner who misread the data, or whatever he said. The data said bro. There's no data in soccer when the game starts, bro. It's only cleats and whistles and work hard, bro. All of that, I don't know where he got it from.
Tackle flying. The data won't tell you how the tackles are flying on the pitch, bro.
The data said these players will come here and perform and then kill the Premier League. Bro, what? The data brought in skinny players, including short players too. Did the data see the other players in the Premier League?
That is a very good point.
So Ms. Oaks, thank you for having me.
Sometimes eye test is eye test, man.
Right. Talking about the data. Does the data know there was a player called what's his called? Diego Costa?
No.
Who was banging in goals. And you guys brought us
Hey,
Jackson.
Mr. Rose, is Manchester playing today? Let's watch their downfall.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. It's a 5 minutes already in my location.
Let's watch their downfall, though. Let's smile.
Listen, for me, I don't want to banter anymore. Every time I banter Arsenal, every time Tottenham Hotspurs, we end up by losing. What the point, bro?
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. Just leave it there. I don't banter anymore. Because we are worse than them. At least they are playing the Champions League group stages. Even if they get eliminated, they're still in the Europa League. But us, we are nowhere. So we are not in the position to banter anybody right now, bro. Be humble. Know your place. 12.
Yeah, I agree, man.
You know how they say.
If you know how they say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know how they say fool me once and shame on you, fool me twice and shame on me. I'm no longer excited about any signings, anything about this club. Nothing. Nothing. It's not like when we were hyped. We were hyped that this person is gonna come. That's all died down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not excited about anything. I need to see results on the pitch. That's
what is
on the pitch.
Right. I was gonna say, if we want to win games, we need to tell our administrator, Chelsea account on Twitter, to stop posting these videos, bro. Stop posting. Yeah. Stop the hype. Stop the trailers. Stop posting these videos and pictures. Even training, I don't want to see any of this crap from Modric. I don't see that in the game, bro. Stop posting all of that stuff.
Scoring bicycle kicks in training and laughing, go. And during the game, nobody is.
It's as if we catfished.
Yeah, we catfished.
The catfish us at practice, and in the game, there's nobody to be found.
Listen, brothers, thank you so much for helping. I'll see you tomorrow. Love and peace to your families, right? Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Take care, man. God bless. God bless. We are gone. So I didn't read some comments here. I forgot to read the box. Sorry about it. My brother Nippon NS Sports TV, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm leaving. I'll be back tomorrow here. Mr. John Joseph is from Nigeria. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you, and I will see you tomorrow because I'm too tired. I'm very tired and hungry and everything. I hope you enjoyed the show. On your way out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Cheers.